Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. So I want to welcome you all for the online podcast. Glad you all made it. And before we start, I want to make sure that you all can access the chat room. Can you all access the chat room?
Yes.
Yes.
Abdurrahman?
Yes,
Is there any problem? Okay, cool. So if there's a new word we said, I'm gonna write it down in the chat room and you all can learn it. And if any one of you want to add something or to comment on anything that someone else is saying, feel free to raise your hand and then I'll ask you to talk. All of you can raise your hand, right?
Yes.
Yes? Cool. So, we're gonna start with introducing ourselves, just like every other podcast. So, I'm Salma, and I'm 21 years old. I study econ at Alexandria University, and now I'm a senior student. And I'm gonna say something special about me. I learned German, and that's it. So I'm gonna ask you, Abdurrahman, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure.
Okay.
I am from Damanhur. I am 26 years old, and I have graduated from Faculty of Physical Therapy in Paris University.
Great. Dunya?
I'm Donia Nashat. I'm 22 years old. I graduated from Faculty of Commerce English section, Alexandria University.
Okay, great. Isra?
I am Isra Ahmed. I am 22 years old. I studied accounting at Faculty of Commerce English department, and I just graduated from college this year.
Are you all graduates or what? I'm the only student here?
No, I'm undergraduate still.
Okay. Mustafa, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Mustafa Gamal. I study chemical engineering at Alexandria University. And, my hobbies are sports and video games.
Sports and what? Excuse me?
Video games.
Video games. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, Sahar?
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, my name is Sahar Saad. I just finished high school. I'm 19 years old and I like sports, and that's it.
Your name is Sahar or Sahar, or I don't know. What's
Yeah,
the
my
name?
name is Sahar.
Your name means staying up late?
Staying up late or pulling all-nighter, something like that.
Oh, cool. Do you sleep early, or is it true that you stay up?
No, I just woke up actually. Like I pulled all-nighter.
Okay. Sherry?
My name is Mira. Sherry, that's my sister account.
Ah, okay. Mira.
Yeah. Name is Mira. I'm 21 years old. I'm a student in the Faculty of Language and Translation in Paris University. I'm studying English as a first language and Spanish as a second language. That's all.
Great. Okay,
Thanks.
so I want to ask you guys, what's the brand name of your cell phone? I'm not interfering or something. I just want to know. Okay? So can each one of you say the brand name of their mobile phone? First, Abdurrahman.
Okay. I had iPhone, but it was stolen from me. Now I have a phone called Lava. It was my father's phone, but I took it from him.
Yeah. I do that all the time whenever my phone is broken. But wasn't you able to? Weren't you able to get your mobile phone back? Because I hear that iPhone has this find your iPhone thing.
Really, no, he didn't open the phone. So I followed him, but I couldn't get him, or I couldn't get his place or his location. So I only closed the phone for him.
Okay. Okay, Donia. Donia, are you there? Can you please unmute yourself?
Oh, sorry.
Never mind.
I was having Lenovo, and it has damaged, so I just bought the Redmi Note 8.
Mm-hmm. And Isra,
Yes.
what's the brand name of your cell phone?
How?
Huawei?
Yes.
Mustafa.
I use Samsung phone. Always use Samsung, even the one before this one.
Mm-hmm. Great. Are you loyal to the company or what?
It's I think in my opinion it is the best quality for the best price. It's like other stuff might be too expensive for my budget, and there are cheaper stuff, but I think they are lower in quality also. So by choosing like the best quality for the best price, I think Samsung is good.
Yeah, it's efficient. Okay, Sahar. Can you please unmute yourself? Can you all unmute yourself? I like to talk freely.
My phone brand is Samsung. Oh, it's the best actually.
Mm-hmm. In your opinion, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Mira?
I'm using Oppo, but I will have iPhone after like 7 days.
Why do you want to buy an iPhone?
What?
Why have you choose iPhone?
The camera is amazing.
The camera is amazing. Yeah, I know. Sorry, proceed please. Sahar, were you saying? Sahar, were you saying? Mira.
Yeah.
Were you saying something?
No.
Okay. Sally?
Hi.
Hi.
So what is the question?
I want you firstly to introduce yourself, then tell the brand name of your cell phone.
Okay, my name is Sadie. I'm a law student, and my phone is Oppo A31.
Mm-hmm. So I wanna ask you, Abdurrahman, why did you choose iPhone from the first place before it was stolen?
Okay, it's so secure that no one can hack you. So the camera is very good, and it's really secure that it's like anti. It has antivirus system, so no one can hack you, and
do you think you would pay? Sorry.
Okay.
Proceed, please. What were you saying?
It can't be broken easily. It lives with you for a long time in a good way, and in a good system or in a good way. So its quality is very good really.
But do you think it's worth it to pay this extra money for just security? Or do you think it's really secure? Or does it depend on which websites do you access and stuff like that?
Yes, I think it's secure because when I open some websites, sometimes it tells me that this website is not secure. So I don't open it, or I just exit from it.
And is it worth it? Excuse me?
Sorry, is it what?
Is it worth it?
Private?
Worth it.
Private, you mean?
I'm gonna write it down in the chat room. Okay, Mustafa wrote it down. It's worth it. Is it worth it? The extra money you pay, do you get same quality you need and you want?
Okay. Yeah, yes, really. Yes, really. When I bought it, I wasn't convinced using it, but when I used to use it, I really liked it. As I told you, it's very secure, and the most important thing that it can live with you for a long time. It can live with you for years without damaged or everything has a good quality.
Okay, so does everyone agrees with Abdurrahman? Dunya, do you think that iPhone is worth it?
Actually, I don't understand why one person will pay for smartphone this amount of money, even if it is good or it has a high quality. I think it depends on the persons, but I think it is not worth it for having a mobile phone with huge amount of money.
Mustafa?
Yes, I think I want to continue the point Dunya was saying. I think it depends on the priority of each person. Like some people are interested in mobile phones, and they always search for new stuff and all that about it, and know a lot about it. So when he has money, they would go and buy a new mobile phone or the best mobile phone. That's what they are interested in. For me,
Actually,
it is computers.
That's right. Actually, Apple's strategy target this segment of people, and they want Apple to pay this amount.
Yes, exactly. So for me, it's computers. For example, if I have an amount of money, I wouldn't spend a lot on my mobile phone, but I might spend a lot on a new computer or a new laptop. Like for each person, they have something that they will spend a lot of money into, that other people might think, why would you spend this much money on
That's right.
Yeah.
I will able to pay a lot of money in clothes, buying a lot of clothes.
Yes, exactly. Each person has a thing that they prioritize when they have money.
So Isra, do you think Apple is overrated or overpriced?
For me, yes, because if we're talking about camera, maybe Oppo create many versions of phones with good camera. For battery, maybe Oppo and Huawei made that. It's iPhones not allows everyone to access to any website, like Abdurrahman said. So maybe I want to access to open any website that I know that I need it, but iPhone not allowed me to do that. That's why I don't prefer iPhone, or I see that it's overrated.
And
Actually, one thing,
yes.
the point of security, I think other companies try to get this advantage, so they add to their mobile phones this advantage to tell us about the secured websites or not. It is not. It is not only for iPhone. Other companies try to add this advantage.
Yes, I actually believe that iPhone is not that secured as it is marketed, because there are 2 commercials that were banned in the UK because they deceive people. Okay, it's not true that it is that secured as they marketed. Do you know that?
No.
Okay.
No, every person say that iPhone is very secured and is the top of the smartphones. You know, so it is marketed good. Sorry.
Bad, actually. So Sahar.
In Egypt. In Egypt.
Maybe in Egypt. Yeah, of course. Sahar, what do you think about that? Do you have anything to say about that?
What?
Do you think that iPhone is overrated?
I think it's overrated. That's why it's overpriced, and it's not like highly secure. It's like if a good hacker would have the ability to hack an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's high secure.
Yeah, and I once Googled it.
That's all.
Found 2 videos. I found a lot of videos actually on YouTube how to open an iPhone without knowing the password, and that's the opposite of security.
It is a disaster.
Yes, I know. But actually, all mobile phones can be accessed without a password.
But when you go to iPhone, it should be very secured because you are paying a lot of money, so you want to receive a high possibilities and a high things that make you satisfied about that money you have paid.
Yeah, true. Mira. What do you think about that? Are you gonna buy an iPhone?
I'm going to buy it because I have the money, and if I didn't buy it, I will spend the money on unimportant things. But I want to I want to buy it. That the money won't go on unimportant things.
Yes, but you can.
I don't know. I can buy clothes that I don't need, so the money will go on something is not important at all.
Mm-hmm. But you need a new cell phone, right?
Oh yeah, I need it because my phone is going to crash. Like the monitor or the screen, I don't know, broke. So it's all broke. So yeah.
Abdurrahman Shuala? I don't know how to pronounce it.
My name is Abdurrahman Shuala.
Shuala.
No,
Okay.
Abdurrahman Sabir. Shuala is the last name of my family.
Abdurrahman, excuse me, can you say your name again?
Abdurrahman Sabir.
Sabir. Okay, can you introduce yourself briefly? Because we have 2 Abdurrahman. So can we call you Sabir and the other one is Abdurrahman?
Of course.
Okay.
My name is Abdurrahman. I'm 24 years old.
Hmm.
I study engineering. I study engineering at Alexandria University.
Mhm.
My field is electrical engineering.
Great. We're talking
Okay.
right now about iPhone, and I want to ask you about which brand is your cell phone is.
My cell phone is Xiaomi.
Mhm.
That's all.
So what's your opinion on iPhone, and do you think it's overpriced?
Yeah, of course, I think it's overpriced. But they have many benefits, like the security and something like you know, like you have something that others don't have. Most
Are
of
you
people,
sure of
most of
the?
people buy Android phones because it's cheap but it has a disadvantage. This disadvantage is that the phone is going slowly with time. No.
Mm-hmm. The processor. I don't know. I'm not an electronic engineer, but
No, the material of average cell phones is, it's deteriorating with time.
Have you ever, you have never considered buying an iPhone?
No, because I think the qualifications of this kind of phones is low. If you want to have a good qualifications, you have to buy like iPhone X and something which costs £20,000,
It's overpriced, right?
Of course.
Well, actually, I'm an iPhone user, and I love iPhone.
I know someone when his iPhone broke down, he bought an Android phone. But after a few months, he told me that this phone I can't go with it anymore. I will buy another iPhone. So it's like an addiction.
Loyalty.
Yeah, it's loyalty.
Okay, Abdurrahman, the other Abdurrahman.
Yes.
What do you think about iPhone? I asked you, right, before?
Right, asked me.
Yeah, and you said you think it's overpriced, or it's not overpriced?
No, it's overpriced, yes. But as I told you, I like it as it's lives with you for a long time. I tried before Samsung and some other phones, but really I found the iPhone more useful and more good, better than others. Because Samsung can be slower than iPhone, really. Sometimes the battery is bad. Sometimes it's very slow when I use it, so I can't open many pages or many applications. So it's slow for me. But when I use the iPhone, it's really fast and the quality is good in the photo, in the screen, and in everything. Camera.
Yeah. I said a word. It's Deceive. I think that iPhone is marketing its product in a deceptive way. Deceptive. It's a deceptive technique, which means that خداع. It's not that secure as they market their product. And I'm gonna write the deceptive in the chat room, and you can see it. So why do you think that iPhone is pricing its products so high? Do you think because they target some special people, or which targeted group does iPhone campaign target? Abdurrahman. Yeah.
Okay. Do you mean that it's like a propaganda? It's like
Exactly.
exactly. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know the reason really why it's so expensive, but I don't know the accent. Maybe for I said before, or things like it's lived for a long time. But I think really it's very expensive really.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
sometimes
why?
people feel comfortable while using it. So maybe some people think that it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think it's very expensive. Why should I buy it? And it's very expensive. It doesn't demand it. Depends on the person, as some people said here.
Yes. Isra,
Yes,
why do you think that iPhone priced their products so high?
I think it's the brand name itself. It's a brand that has a reputation from many years. That's why it's expensive. That targets a group of people. It's like everything else is expensive, like cars, Mercedes or BM. It's else target a group of people that goes to high quality, high product name.
Mm-hmm. Why do they choose a product name with a high price? What do you think?
Because they like that. They want to have. I think that many people like to have a brand more than they have a phone or a car. They used to do that.
To brag about it?
Yes.
Okay. Sahar?
I think you will actually brag about like the other ones. So it's not like you're not actually deceiving us. Like you can Google everything and like you just choose it. It's like it's iPhone. Everyone have an iPhone. Like if you have an iPhone, you're rich or something like that. So it's not really deceiving. Like so that's it.
They are not using a deceptive technique in marketing, right? You think that? And why do people choose an
Oh,
iPhone?
they're just good at marketing. They're not deceiving us.
Mm-hmm. And Sally, I'm sorry I didn't ask you.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Like, can you repeat?
Okay, do you think that
It's
why?
like your voice is cutting. Like,
Me? I'm sorry, maybe the internet connection is unstable. I maybe come closer to the router because maybe that's the problem. Okay, Sally,
Yeah.
do you think some brands sell their name for much higher prices than other companies with the same features?
Yeah, I believe iPhone
Yeah.
does that.
Mm-hmm. And why do people buy these products?
Like, not all of them, but some of them would be like, buy it just to brag, like, oh my god, look at my phone, it's so expensive, and you don't have it because I'm rich. You know, there's this type of people who actually buy things only to impress others.
Yeah, there are some
Yeah.
people like that. Mira,
Yeah.
so why do you think people buy so expensive stuff?
Many people buy it because they want to tell people that I have iPhone. That happened, but the phone have a good qualities. Maybe it doesn't deserve the amount, this amount of money, but
the phone is good. Maybe they have to make it cheaper, but I don't think that is going to happen at all.
Yes, me too. And actually, I think the quality of an iPhone is very good. Like, I have my iPhone since
Quality
3
is very
years.
good. It's very expensive. Even for me, that I'm going to buy an iPhone, but I know it's expensive, and I know that many mobiles that maybe have the same quality, but I want a mobile to live with me as long as I can have advantage of it. Like, I want to not changing my phone like for 5 years.
Mhm.
I think that any mobile trending now will do that for me. But iPhone, I know it will hold on.
True. I guarantee that. Yes.
Yeah, that's my point of view for buying iPhone.
Mhm.
From the first place, that was my point of view.
Mhm. So, do you think that does marketing create or satisfy needs? Do you know? Are you aware of the difference between need and want?
No, I'm not sure.
I know.
Okay. So,
Needs.
yes, Tanya.
Needs like food, water, something that makes us alive.
Mhm.
Wants like our desires. Like I wanna purchase a mobile phone, something that make me happy.
Yes, exactly. So need is something necessary, and a want is just a desire, as Donia said. So, do you think that brands satisfy a need or a want? Abdurrahman?
A want. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Abdurrahman?
Me? Okay. Can you repeat it again?
Do you think that a brand satisfy a need or a want, or create or satisfy a need or a want?
It's a hard question,
like-
but I think
A brand like iPhone, for example.
okay. I think it. I think I won't because if it depends on need, we can need any mobile phone to satisfy us, but because some people want the most good quality, so people buy it. But if it depends on need, so we can buy any mobile phone, we can call anyone, we can have a camera, we can, and so on.
Mm-hmm. So, Saber,
Okay.
what do you think? Which brand create, or which product is you would say an extra, or that only satisfies a need? I
No.
want. Sorry, I want.
No, I don't understand your question.
Which brand would you say that it satisfies a want and doesn't satisfy a need? Like, for example, ketchup. Do you need to put ketchup sauce on your sandwich? It's so complicated. I know it's
Okay.
like an existential question.
I understand you. It depends on the person.
Mhm.
So I can't. There are some people who can't eat potatoes without ketchup, but there are some people who can eat potatoes with ketchup.
Mm.
No?
Yes. Are
It's
you
like
aware
this.
of the difference between need and a want?
If I need something, it means that I can't live without it. But if I want something, I can, I can neglect that. I can go on with it, without it.
Mm-hmm. But like when you buy an iPhone, for example, do you think it satisfies your needs? Like you're really aware of the difference when you buy something.
Yeah, of course.
You are.
If look, according to my opinion, okay. If I bought an iPhone, I feel like I need it, not I want it, because its qualifications satisfy my needs, not my wanting. Okay, but I have a point about this before we move to another point. When someone buying an iPhone, it's like you are buying an apartment in a compound, like Medenti. You know Medenti?
Yes, of course I do.
Yeah. So I think it deserves the price. I think it's over, but it deserves it because they are developing another applications and like iCloud and the security.
They offered.
Yeah, I would say something. They offered one of $15,000 for anyone who can, break the security of the phone. So they are very, they know what they do. Many phones don't have this kind of security, but and other applications, but they deserve it. I think it's very good phone to buy. I think if someone buy an iPhone and someone buy an Android phone, the first one will stay with his phone as long as he can, and the second one will buy, I think, 3 or 5 phones. Like in comparison.
Yes, like in a short term, you can change your Android phone.
Yeah.
But the opposite with an iPhone.
Of course. So it's not. It's not very expensive as I say, because the 3 phones of Android phones equals 1 iPhone.
Someone wanted to say something? Dunya?
Yeah. iPhone depends on differentiation strategy.
You're talking like a marketeer.
Yeah, because I studied differentiation strategy, which it's search for people who wanna differentiate himself or herself from the others, and they have concept, which is my product market itself, and they don't have at all to make advertising or something like that, and they don't deceive people because people have the choices to choose between the other phones, and each one is responsible for his choice,
Yes, but like for example,
before any kind of phones, if Apple company is going to leash or release a kind of phone, they do an advertising before it.
Isra,
Yes.
do you agree with Dunya?
Yes.
Actually,
Why?
Isra, with you know me, because
I know, but I think I know you. I think I know your voice.
Okay, can you connect with me?
Okay.
Okay, sorry guys.
Egypt is so small, I know.
Yeah.
Mustafa,
Yes.
so we were talking about how iPhone is a bit deceive people to buy their product, and because they are targeting specific groups. And Donya said that she thinks that they are using a technique which is... Sorry, Donya, can you repeat what you said?
a differentiation strategy.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you agree with Dunya?
Well, I think the iPhone, like, they are not. I don't think they are deceiving people, but I think they are targeting a certain individuals, right? In America specifically, I'm not talking about Egypt right now. In America, I think iPhone represents that I have money, right? So if someone has an iPhone, that means like they have money, they are flexing their money, whatever the meaning.
Yes, which we call it a certain segment.
Yeah. I once saw an ad, right, about an application. It doesn't do anything in the iPhone store, but the application's only purpose is that you buy it. If you buy it, then you are rich. Like buy
I know
it,
this application. It's like a jewelry. When you tap on it, it's glowing with red color. So
yeah,
that means that you are rich.
Like this. Yes, exactly. So I think their strategy in America is this.
And do people actually purchase this app?
A lot of people purchase it. Yes.
Why?
It doesn't do anything. Like a blank application doesn't do anything. It just says, if you buy me, you are rich, and it costs like $1,000 or something.
Okay, I think that is deceptive. Like they deceive people to buy stuff that they don't need. They convince you to buy stuff, and they convince you that you need it. Don't you think that it's a bit of consumerism? Does anyone knows what's consumerism? Consumerism.
No. What does it mean?
Well, it's a notion. People say that consumerism is like the iPhone, for example. They convince you that you need to upgrade your iPhone, to buy the new one, the new version of an iPhone, and you don't need it. They convince you to buy it, and something like this
is the same version from the last one, just with a bigger screen.
Exactly. That's so. For my perspective, it's immoral. Why do you try to convince people to buy stuff that they don't need it? Don't you think?
It happens in video game companies also. The same thing you are talking about. Like there's a company called EA, Electronic. I don't remember the full name, I think. But they are the company that make the FIFA game. And
excuse me?
FIFA.
Ah.
FIFA, football game.
Yeah, I know.
So each year they release basically the same game. Like I have. Sorry about this voice. So I played FIFA 16 to like 20. And they are basically the same game with a little difference in graphics. But it's the same game.
Okay.
So I think that's what you are talking about. Each year they tell you like, this is the brand new FIFA. You need to buy the new version to be able to play with your friends and whatever. And they stop like supporting the older versions, so that people want to play with their friends, so they have to get the new version. That's it.
Okay, so Sally, do you think that consumerism is a good thing or a bad thing? I guess I'm losing Sally. Sally, can you unmute yourself?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
So what is the question?
Do you think consumerism, to encourage people to buy new stuff and to encourage people to upgrade their iPhone or their anything, their video game, is a good thing or a bad thing? Or is it immoral?
I think it's immoral, like for sure. Like it's like deceiving people to buy things they don't need. It's deceiving, so it's immoral.
Do you buy stuff that you don't need?
Yeah, a lot.
Like,
But it's different. I
like
don't
what?
need it, but I buy it because I want it, not because someone convinced me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Maybe
If I want it, like I'll buy it.
Well, that's the trick.
exactly.
You want it.
Yeah, right. You're so right.
That's the
I-
trick. They convince you that you want it, and subconsciously you buy it.
Now I doubt everything I ever bought because I wanted. Did I bought it because I wanted or because someone made me do it?
I have a point here.
I have to think about that.
Oh, I have a point.
Yes, please.
I know two persons. They
Mhm.
are it's like my mother-in-law, okay, and her daughter. They buy many things that they don't need, but they feel safe because they know that they will need it in the future.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about what they need it right now, but they feel like they are going to need it in the future. It makes them feel safe, you know?
Yes, I know these people. I guess this mentality we have a lot in Egypt.
Yeah, because women feel
What's wrong with women?
I know. They feel they are not safe in this country. Not in this country.
In this community.
Something. Yeah, in this community. Yeah.
And they buy stuff to feel safer?
Yeah. Even
Ah.
if it's not going to do anything for them.
So who agrees with Abdurrahman or with Sabir?
No one.
No. I think the case that he is talking about is in this case, this something that they bought. Maybe it won't benefit them right now, but it has use for them in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So in the end, it
doesn't.
it like help like that did its purpose. Like I won't use it right now. Let's for example say I bought like a laptop because next year in college I will need a laptop because we have a project.
No, this is for men, but not for women. You know, it's like
They are aliens or
he's
something.
going to buy something he will not need it at all.
Is
It's
it-
like
For
he
example,
has
give us an example. Can you
he
give
has
us
a this feeling that she doesn't feel safe, okay?
Yes.
At all, but she's
An
buying.
example.
Depends on the personality, you know.
Mm-hmm.
so it comes to
I
the
can't
personality.
describe it more than that, but
Okay, can you give an example?
Okay.
What do women purchase to feel safer?
like a toy, okay? It's a weird example, but like a toy, like a ball. It's a ball. She thinks that she will need it in the future. It's pretty and it's very good. It's round shape, something like that. She will buy it because I think I will use it in the future. For what? She don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mira,
Yeah,
do you think there are more consumerist women than men?
no. Men
No.
also buy a lot of things they didn't know they don't need, like PlayStation, video games.
I need it. I need the PlayStation.
women also, yeah, like buy makeup, a lot of makeup. I am buying a lot of makeup that I don't use it, but I buy it. Men also do the same thing, but the same things, but in different, not makeup, yeah, like video games, Xbox.
Yes.
So can we say like people in general spend a lot of
different-
money on entertainment and things that are not very necessary to their life?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, but that wasn't Saber's point. He said that women consume more to feel because they feel unsafe.
I think
We
like
are
to say
users.
something like this. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Shit. Sorry, Mira. Go ahead.
We are not safe in Egypt as women. We
Mhm.
all know that.
I need to add something.
Yes, please
Uh,
make it up.
okay. I didn't mean that this thing will make her safe, but the feeling of the feeling that she's not safe make her to like force her to buy many things that she doesn't need. I mean,
An example, what she bought, you thought that it's not necessary.
I mean everything, anything. She can buy anything.
We
It's
need
not something that will make
she,
her safe.
maybe
This
she need it. She really need
okay,
it. Not
I will tell you. She have 20 spoons. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She saw another one. It's like all the same that she had. And she buy another one. Why you are buying another one? I feel I will need it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
I think Abdurrahman
The
means,
spoon will not make her safe, but the feel force her to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
You understand
that
me?
she feel
Yes,
that.
I get the point. You mean anyone watched the Serious Friends?
Yes, I did. Not all of it.
I did too.
Do you know Monica? I
Yes.
think he do the same thing that he told us. She put something like on sale or it
Yes,
feels safe when
exactly.
she put it.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
think
do you think that there are more consumerist women than men?
I will buy it for men in this point because it's right. Women purchase a lot of things that they don't have to purchase, but they purchase to feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yes, I know what you mean. So actually, you used a very good expression, which is biased. Does anyone know what biased mean?
Sorry,
No.
what's the expression?
It's a word, biased. Yes, I don't know. Cannot check
Biased.
out.
Yeah, I know it from electronics.
Okay, what does it mean?
It means that something is pushed through to do something.
Mm-hmm. Kinda. You're kinda right. Does anyone other know what يعني biased is like هو متحيز?
اتجه أو كده.
Yes, I don't know how to explain it in English, so just going to say it in Arabic. So, Sahar,
Yeah.
do you think there are more consumerist women than men?
Yes, but it like as like he said, he was buying spoons because she is buying a lot of stuff because she is not only buying for herself, like she buying for kitchen She buying cleaning stuff. She buying for herself, for her daughter, for her son. She doesn't only like purchase things for herself. So that's why she like a woman is like buy a lot of stuff than men.
Mm-hmm. But is that always the case?
No.
Is
The
okay.
case in Egypt, and you know, Monica,
No.
that you mentioned.
Not always the case, but
No, always, I know,
like-
but most of women in Egypt,
What?
most of women in Egypt, exactly. You know that that girl you mentioned, which his name his name is Monica. Yeah. It described the kind that that explained.
Mm-hmm. Sahar,
Yeah.
do you think that Monica is always the case or not always the case?
not always the case.
Why?
Monica was obsessed with that. Like she like only do that in her life.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a special case. But like a woman in general, like my mom go buy stuff and she only buy for herself. Like she finds something like that will good in my daughter, that will need that in the kitchen, needs that in the living room. That like when she go and buy stuff, she doesn't only purchase for herself. That's why when she goes, she comes with a lot of stuff and be like, you don't need it. She knows that she need it and she will use it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, like most of the time, like buying extra makeup, buying like extra accessories and clothes, like that's like I find it normal. Too weird. Like just men won't buy a lot of stuff. It's like they don't like dress up and stuff like that. So that's why.
Yeah, I have another friend. I was saying, okay, like Mustafa. I will put Mustafa in this situation. If he saw a PlayStation, he think it's very good and it has a big sale on it. But he think he's going to find another one with a good stuff and in a good situation that he will do. But if we put a woman or a girl in his case, she's going to buy it. She will not, hesitate.
Just because it's under sale.
Yeah, she thinks. I think, in my opinion, she thinks that she is not going to find this kind of sale again.
Mm-hmm. Mustafa, he called you in this situation. So, if you saw a PlayStation on sale, would you buy it, or would you hesitate, or would you even think about it?
I don't know if I have the money
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted a PlayStation and I saw one on sale, I will buy it.
No,
It's
I'm
not.
It also depends because PlayStation is expensive. It's not something
Yeah,
you
because
buy
it's
every
very,
day.
very, very, very expensive. Not every day you find one on sale.
Exactly.
But he said that he wanted.
Yes, if I wanted, yes, I will buy it. But
But if you
let's say
you will not buy it, right?
what? Again, please.
If you want it, if you don't want it, you will not buy it, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Of course, who would buy something that he doesn't want? Even women, maybe they don't need it, but they want it. That's why they bought it.
I mean that when we find something has sales or on sales, we buy it because it's on sales.
Yeah.
It has sales.
Yeah.
Or has a discount.
An opportunity.
Regardless, we need it this moment.
Can I give you another example?
Yes.
Okay, you guys know Fath Allah, right?
Mm-hmm.
It does a lot of sales on many stuff, and every day they have sale on something. So, for example, I like chocolate. So I went to Fath Allah to buy meat, for example, right?
Yes.
My main purpose to go in the shop is to buy meat. But when I was walking, I saw that 2 boxes of chocolate at the price of 1. Would you buy it or not? If you love chocolate.
Okay.
I would buy it.
But what about meat?
You don't need it right now. You don't need it, but you like chocolate, so you will buy it because it is on sale.
If I have
Yes,
enough money to
this-
buy the booze, I will buy the chocolate and the meat. But if I have only the money, which is enough to buy the meat, I will buy the meat.
Okay, then why would you buy the chocolate if you don't need it?
If I need it, no, I will buy
If
it
you
if I
don't.
want it.
If you
If I
don't
don't-
need it. You don't need it,
I
but you
won't.
want it, of course.
I will eat it after I go back to home.
Yes. Why would you buy it? You didn't want it from the first place. You only saw it on sale.
Yes,
so you bought it.
exactly.
To satisfy a desire, because I will eat it.
Yes,
I feel like I will eat it.
yes, exactly. Yeah.
Then
But I will
no.
not, أركنها. I don't know what that means.
Put it on side.
You know,
Yeah.
it's so obvious in marriage. When women are getting to marry, they
Okay.
put a lot of stuff that they don't need it, like
30 blankets.
cups and glasses and kitchen stuff and like that.
Actually,
but-
it's more
Uh,
a tradition or something like that.
Yes. Please.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
but they can live without 30 blankets, you know?
Yes, but they have to buy it. That's the thing.
30?
Yes. It's a tradition.
Actually, we will need it in the future. We will need it because some of them will be broken, so we will need it.
Yeah. I think it will be ruined after that, before we use it.
Mhm. But
It will
the
be
thing in
ruined.
marriage, you have to buy stuff that you don't need, but just to complete the house.
Yeah.
Like a
but
list
it's a
of
waste
stuff you have to buy.
It's a waste of money. You know that it's a waste of money because
Yes.
we will not use these 30 ones.
Yes, but Abdurrahman blamed women for that.
I
Abdurrahman.
don't blame women for that.
The other Abdurrahman. You're sober.
Yes, you know the word niche.
Yes.
Yes.
Arabic, I don't know what's its meaning what's its in English, but I think it has a lot of stuff that they don't use it at all.
Niche.
Mhm.
Niche in Arabic.
I don't know if there's a word
Oh.
in English that describes niche.
Subword.
In niche, you're talking about the niche, like the Arabic word, not the English one.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I want to add something about phones,
Mhm.
about brands. Did you hear of Steve Jobs?
Of course.
Steve Jobs. I think I know that man. He died.
He's the one that owns the Apple company.
Yes.
The owner. Yeah.
Really, he made a huge change when he was the owner of the foundation of Apple. He could change the habits of workers. He also is the owner of a book called The Man Who Thinks Different. He really changed the system and the rules that workers should do. He planned for about 3 years. 3 years later, what will they do? What will they buy? And he succeeded in that. But really, they don't waste that money. But he made a lot of success for Apple. Really,
He's like he told the employees what they should buy.
he made a plan. He did a plan. Like employees have to have a system. They have to change their habits. He had another ideas, another thoughts, another mentality to change the company. So he succeeded in
like
making,
planning for the future.
yes, he succeeded in that, and it's really become more famous after he was the owner of its foundation.
And-
But really that doesn't worth that money. But I think it is the reason why Apple is so famous nowadays.
But do the employees have to change their habits? Like it's obligatory?
Yes, sure, because any foundation should care about their employees. Like a lot of habits can be changed to improve the quality of the workers and how they think. They care about something no people care about. In Egypt, or in the world, not a lot of people care about. He was caring about things that made a difference.
Does anyone know what the word obligatory means?
Obligatory, yes.
Okay. Can you explain it, please?
Okay. Obligatory means if I do something obligatory, that I must do it even I don't want to. It's I have to do it, right?
Yes, exactly. It's like a rule. And
Yes.
don't you think that in that way he's controlling his employees as if they are slaves or something like that?
But
Everyone
not
is free to do whatever they want, even if it's a negative habit or a bad habit, right? Don't you agree?
Okay, is it changing habits in in a psychological way or in scientific way, not in obligatory way? You must do that. If you don't do that, you will be fired. No, it doesn't like that. If you read the book, you will know a lot about him.
Okay.
I think after this man, published his book, because he died or killed.
Did he die?
Or killed.
He was killed?
I don't know. I'm just joking because he wrote a book for the company to make the people do something that they don't need.
Okay. Labor unions, they fought against him. Okay.
Yeah.
Isra,
Yes.
do you think that there are more
He did. He died. He did.
He did.
He's dead.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
Yes. But
I just googled it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Isra, do you think
Yes.
there are more consumerist women than men?
I think yes, because we actually buy a lot of things that we don't need, okay, but we will need it. Maybe not for ourselves, but we will give it to our sisters, to our friends, because we deal like that with people, with our friends actually. My friend has a wedding or something, okay, she will take from me a shoe, she will take from another one a dress. We deal like that. That's why we buy a lot of things, because we will need it, or our friends or our sisters will need it.
Yes. But don't you
Like
think
a society in a society.
Yes.
so you think that consumerism is a good thing, to buy stuff that you don't need?
Not every time, because sometimes there's important things you have to buy, not just wasting your money. But if you have excess money, okay, buy.
Yes, but so anyone is familiar with the notion or the concept minimalism? Minimalism.
I can predict the meaning.
Okay, try to guess it.
It's like the minimum that you need to continue.
Okay, that's part of
Am I
right.
right?
Yes, you're right, but like there is it's like a lifestyle. Sahar,
Yeah.
can you guess what minimalism mean?
What didn't you God just say?
Can you guess
Like-
what minimalism means? mean?
Well, with what he said, like the minimum things that you need, like only things that you need, like you don't buy anything that you want. I'm not sure.
Okay, so just going to explain the concept briefly. It's like when you get you're right actually, and Abdurrahman is right as well. It's like when you get rid of all the stuff that are unnecessary for you, to be able to live, to concentrate only on the important things you have. Like for example, if you have a desk with a lot of papers and books on it that you don't need, you can't actually work in such a disaster, like in a place that is full of stuff. You don't have a place to put on your laptop on your desk or something like that. You have to declutter or get rid of all the things that you don't need. And that's actually the opposite of consumerism. So for example, Dunya, do you have stuff that you don't need right now but you think that you'll use someday?
Actually, I on sale the last year I bought a blouse in the end of winter to be used in the next sorry I will repeat it again.
Please repeat. Proceed.
On sale I bought a blouse in the end of the winter to be used in the summer. I didn't need it, but I will use it in the next summer.
Okay, so women are actually consumers there are more consumerist women than men. You prove the theory.
Yeah.
Enough of her, please.
Did you use it in the winter?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was right.
So
She was right.
you just bought it because it was on sale.
Yeah, I found its price is appropriate and it has a lot of discount, so I bought it directly. Even I didn't think it will be used or not, but because its price it was appropriate.
I think that is smart.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Why? Why, Sahar? Why do you think it's smart?
Well, like, okay, like we are now on school didn't start yet, but like you find like this amazing notebook. You know you will need it at school, but school didn't start yet, and it's like in a huge sale. So you buy it because you know you will use it at school. That's the same what she did. So instead of waiting like next year and buying it with like really like buying it really expensive, she already bought it and it's like in a cheaper price. It's perfect for her. So I find it smart. Like she didn't throw it away and she didn't put it aside. Like she wore it. So that's very smart actually.
Okay. Mira?
Yeah,
Do you agree with Sahar?
yeah, I totally agree with her.
Why? Do you buy stuff that you don't need right now, but you're gonna use it in the future?
For me, I buy dresses online because it's on sale, and I can't find my size in the stores and stuff like that because I'm tiny. So I find my size on Shein or online stores. Okay.
Okay.
So I buy it because when I'm having a wedding or an engagement or whatever, I can find my size in the stores and So I buy it online and buy a lot of dresses which fit me. And when I'm having a wedding, I wear anything of them.
Okay.
So and shoes only, shoes also, because I'm also tiny. When I find a shoes fits me online, I put it because I don't find my size in stores.
Yes, I can relate. Actually, I buy from the kids section. That's a
But
trick.
I wear it in any wedding, any engagement. I use it. I'm not through it.
Abdurrahman.
I think minimalism is something very hard because
Very
it's
hard.
something yes, because it's something rational. We can't control everything that we shouldn't buy because it's expensive. We have to minimalize. No, it isn't like that. Sometimes you need sometimes something and you don't need it. It happens, but we can say that minimalism will be in a good way, but in when there is a balance between minimalism and consumerism, you know, there's a balance. So it's something rational. We can't be minimalism or very consumerism.
Okay. Does anyone know what rational means, or can explain what rational means?
Yeah.
Okay, you can say, Donia.
It makes sense or something عقلاني.
Exactly. Yeah. Like something with you have reason for the thing you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so Abdurrahman, do you think actually that actually I have to make something clear that minimalism doesn't have to be like you don't have to get rid of everything. You can just keep the things that are important for you.
Okay.
And you're the one who decides whether it's important or not. So it's not an extreme lifestyle, or
Okay.
you're the one who decide.
Okay. Got
So
it.
do you think it's consumerism, or do you buy stuff that's on sale only because it's on sale? Do you
Can you
think
repeat it?
minimalism do you think now that minimalism is a hard lifestyle?
Yes, I think so, because there are a lot of stuff we can buy. There are a lot of attractive things that we want to buy really in our era today. We have a lot of stuff to buy. You know, if you have money, you are attracted to buy a lot of things, as clothes, as maybe for girls, makeups and dresses and like that. Maybe to men buy phones or I don't know. There are a lot of stuff to buy. Technology is so wide today, so you can buy anything that's so expensive for just the entertainment. But people think always in enjoying their life. They buy to enjoy having something without thinking it's so expensive or not. I think in our world today.
Yes. So Saber, are you against or with minimalism?
Minimalism is this definition doesn't mean that you have to get rid of anything. I think
you do have to get rid of unimportant stuff.
No, unimportant means that's something that you don't use. But if you use it, it's important. Like this definition doesn't mean that you have a bed. Okay, you will get rid of it because you can sleep on the ground, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, this is not. But this kind of definition changes with the ages, you know. Like phones we can consider phones, it's a very important thing that you can get rid of it. But many people can live without phones. But in this era, you have to have a phone, because you can't keep up with the nation,
Yes. Okay.
So I'm with that definition. It's not hard to live with it, because it doesn't mean that you have to be very poor or you don't have anything to live with it.
Mustafa, you want to say something?
Yes. What I just want to comment on what he said. Like he said, like you, it doesn't mean that you have because you can sleep on the floor, you will get rid of the bed, and I agree with that. But it means like if you live in a house with two beds and you only need one, you'll get rid of the other, right?
No, this is a waste of money. You can sell it.
The
Not
same.
get rid of it.
No, get rid of it mean like sell it, whatever. I don't
Yeah,
mean
of
like.
course. But if you are receiving people in your house, like not receiving is not the right word, but if someone is going to visit you and he will sleep with you, sleep in your home one
The
night.
same, the same thing.
You can't get rid of that.
It depends on your circumstances, right?
Yeah.
For
If
example, the phone. You don't have to get a smartphone. You need a phone, yes. You can get
if you are working in a company that you are going to use a WhatsApp or Zoom, or you have to have a good camera or something like that. So it's an important thing that you have to have.
I agree with you, by the way. So my point is, it depends on each and everyone's circumstances. Right?
Yes.
Only he can decide what is the minimum stuff
everyone.
he can live with.
Exactly.
So it will be different from one person to the other.
Yes. I wanna answer. I wanna comment on something that Isra said and Mira. They said that you buy stuff on sale because you might need it in the next season, maybe in summer or something like that. But in my opinion, sometimes you're in a hurry, for example, and you want to find your white t-shirt, but you have a lot of clothes in your wardrobe that you can't find the t-shirt that you want because there are a lot of stuff that you don't need. So you're actually wasting time. Maybe you think that you invested in a nice pullover or stuff like that, but you actually wasted time. You maybe you would be late for an interview or something like that and lose an opportunity just because you have a lot of stuff that you don't need, right? Mira, don't you agree?
I agree, but not in all cases.
Not in all cases, but have you ever been in that situation?
No, actually no.
I went in that situation many times. Well, it's not because of my clothes, but because my brother's clothes and my family clothes. My t-shirt is in that pile of clothes.
And
it happens every time. Like I'm going to the college every day.
Yes. Mira, I just want to comment. So Mira, you have never been in such situation, even in like your books. You have textbooks for your college or your
this happened.
Your school, and you have also the books from the last year. You didn't get rid of because you might need it someday.
Every semester books after the end of the semester.
That's great. So guys, I want to thank you because now the meeting is ending. I want to thank you for attending this meeting. And I guess they didn't send you the feedback of the last meeting, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry for the inconvenience because we have a project, we're on it and we're working on a project, so the feedback is a bit late. but we're gonna make sure that you receive your feedback. And thank you for attending.
Can you tell us when this event will be?
This event, I guess Mustafa can tell you what. We're gonna post it on.
We don't have a date yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's going to be something for basic level English learners, right? Someone who needs an introduction to the English language and doesn't want to learn it the typical way we learned in school.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we are preparing.
Yes,
So once we have a certain date, we will post it on our Facebook page, so that you guys, if you know anyone that might benefit from it, can join us.
Yes, and be updated and check the Facebook page if you're interested, so you can join us. And I'm really glad you made it today. I know it's lunchtime, so goodbye. See you next time.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye bye.
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 See ya.
Bye.